Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to set up and start my 1 month ahead savings challenge. Yay! If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, how we stash our money, where we stash our money, why we stash our money. It is also a little bit about our investing journey. If any of that is of interest to you and you have not already, I'd really appreciate if you push subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button. All right, so about, honestly, year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I started a 1 month ahead savings challenge in which I was slowly saving about $15 of my paycheck. So every 2 weeks, I was putting $15 into my 1 month ahead challenge. And we were on a debt-free journey. And that's part of the reason why it was so low. It was also because there were 15 different things that we were trying to save for, so $1 a piece. With the end of 2025, I paid off my debt. Yay! All we have left now is the house. So gonna be real, I rated my 1 month ahead envelopes, all of the cash that I had put to the side. Almost $1,000 went to help pay down debt so that we could get rid of that much faster. So we're starting fresh, brand new. And starting brand new, I thought to myself, this will be a great time to reevaluate what are the things we are saving for 1 month ahead. And some of those values actually need to increase so that we can really have the money that we need to have for each of these areas. So I'm going to set this to the side for a second. I bought a handful of binders a while back and I'm slowly incorporating all of them. This is one that was mostly geared towards my honey, but I figured we'd do 1 month ahead instead. I kept my little envelopes that I had. I had taped them originally. I ripped them off. Fortunately, my envelopes were still intact. And then I went through and I reprinted all of the different categories and then determined what were the things that I wanted to really and truly save for. So we have groceries, cash for my honey, but really although it says Dcash, that's how it started. Really, it's cash for the two of us. The electric bill, car insurance, dining out, gas, the phone, internet, and lunch. These were the 9 areas I decided to keep. Everything else kind of went to the wayside. We paid off the RV. We paid off my student loan. We really didn't need to save for family birthdays because I have a way in the budget already that's already saving a month ahead every year. So it just didn't make sense. So we narrowed it down from 15 to 9. I will still continue to take $15 of every one of my paychecks and use it towards the 1 month ahead. So hopefully these will get filled a little faster. However, some of these need a whole lot more in order to be able to fill up. So I figured I would take you through how I set these up. Now, I don't have my magic calculator and my phone's being used right now. So we're just going to talk through this process and I'm going to tell you that I cheated and I have everything to the side so that I don't have to worry about not having my calculator out. So the first thing I do is for groceries, I needed to set a value that I would like. Oh, and this money is actually going to be what I'm calling buffer money. It is going into my checking account so that we already have next month's things in the checking account. This is not headed towards my emergency fund, which is that, oh crap, we have a problem. This is headed into my checking account as a buffer. So for groceries, we decided that we wanted $1,000 for groceries. Now, that's not too bad, but there are only 18 icons on here. I almost feel like I should have shrunk them all and added more because with 18 icons, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, I take $1,000, divide it by 18, and that tells me that each one of these grocery baskets is $55, and that's a lot for one little icon. So I may end up reprinting the groceries. I'm not 100% certain, but this one's really going to impact us a little differently. So we'll see where we go with groceries. Cash for the house. The goal is to have $700 every month. Again, there are 18 icons, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So cash 700 divided by 18 tells me that I need $39. for each one to be able to shade in each of these icons. Now it rounded, it was like 38 and some change. All of these, I just rounded up to the next dollar. So really 39 times 18 is going to give me more than 700. That's okay. The electric, we needed to save $250 for the electric for 1 month. There are 15 icons, which tells me that each one of these is $17. Car insurance, now I estimated high for car insurance. We have a teenager who's getting ready to hop onto our insurance. So I figured I would go ahead and estimate high, and we decided to go with $400. Now, it really only looks like there are 3, 1, 2, 3. I've decided to split it up so that each row is worth 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. However you would like to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. So 400, there are 24 when I do it that way. Tells me that I need $17 for each one of these icons. Dining out, yes, we do fast food. We're not going to give it up, so I would like to go ahead and have that in there. I typically do 120 every pay period, which gives us 240. I went ahead and rounded it up to 250, especially with the price of everything going up. So 250, 18 icons, tells me that there are $14 each. Gas, I would like to have $250 for the month for gas. Most of this is my honey's truck. I work from home, so because of that, I don't use as much gas, and my car is much more gas efficient, but $250 to make sure that he can get to and from work every day, plus the handful of other places that he needs to go. So 18 icons, $250 divided by 18 tells me that I need $14 for gas for 1 icon. Our cell phones are $150 divided by 18 icons tells me that I need $9 to shade in one of my phones. Internet is $150. There are 18 icons again, so I know again that I need $9. And lunch, this is for my child's lunch account, as we are going into he's got 1.5 years left. He's a junior this year. So the goal is to have $100 a month extra for his lunch account, and 100 divided by 15 icons tells me that I need $7 in order to shade in one of the lunch items. So that's how I set up this binder so that I could know exactly what I was going into. Now, when I closed out, 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember when I closed this out, but when I closed it out, I actually had a whole bunch of extra money, and I was so stinking excited that I actually haven't even made it to pulling my $15 from my check this time. So we had a whole bunch of money, which is totally not normal. In doing this, my 1 month ahead challenge, I decided to do it in a particular way. I don't know if you paid attention, but as I did this, each one of these decreased in value or was the same. So those were 17, 14, 14. I decided that I wanted to do this, what I'm calling the savings snowball method. And the snowball method, if you know about the debt, is where you take and every bill gets its minimum payment. So for me, when I started this, there were $15. Everybody got a $1 payment. And that's your minimum. I'm going to continue doing a $1 minimum payment because there are 9 of these. So everyone's going to get their $1. And I'm going to talk as I give everybody their $1. So as you go through and everybody gets their payment, again, it's in order from greatest to least, and we're talking debt. Once you pay off that smallest debt, you then snowball that payment into the next smallest debt. Well, I'm doing the same thing. I am saving, everybody's getting the same saving amount, which is $1. And then that $1, if I only started with 15, which I did not, the extras in turn go into the smallest savings pile. And for me, right now, that's a $7 value. So I'm actually going to stop because I know that I have more than $7 here. So I'm going to take my 7 and my smallest debt, my smallest savings amount is going to get fully funded. Yay! right, so let's get my $7 in. And I do this in what I call rounds. A round is where every one of these ends up with one icon shaded or two icons shaded. They all have to have the same value of icons before I move on. So we've got our lunch bag. Let's make it look a little bit more like a lunch bag real quick. It'll also help hide my bad coloring. All right, there we go. So we've got our brown lunch bag, and now I know that lunch is fully funded. It has its $7 in it. Once I get through an entire round where everybody has one icon, I'll pull it all out, move that into my bank. So I'm already starting to get myself a buffer in my checking account. Internet needs $9 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. Yay! I actually will find a $5 bill and replace that in here. So let's get my $9 in. Love, 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 love it. And I like blue for my internets, my internet things. So we already have 2 that have been completed, which is that snowball. When you have extra and you're trying to pay your debt down, when you have extra, you pay that last one off and then you work at the next one with, as Dave Ramsey would say, gazelle-like intensity, and that's what's happening. And anytime you can have extra, it just means things get paid off faster. Well, anytime I can have extra, it just tells me that I can save a whole lot faster. So I love that. All right, the phone also needs $9. So let's see if we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy cow. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We actually got to shade in 3 of these today. That's not normal, especially when I only have $15. And I love that I'm able to fill those in fast because these values get really fast. 17 is doable. 39 is doable. This 55 is going to kill me as we go along. Okay, so our phone, we're going to have a red phone because why not? But oh my gosh, we just shaded in 3 of these. We, again, starting all over, just is what it is. And hopefully we'll be able to, now that we don't have paid our debt down, maybe now I'll be able to do this a little bit faster and help pad that checking account a little bit faster. But any way you want to put it, I am stinking excited. We already have 3 of the 9 done. So next week, gas is going to get $3 extra, even if all I have is my 15. It's going to get $3 extra because nothing needs to go in these anymore. Yay! I love it. If you have any questions or just want to say, hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat below. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.